Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am back with another review. This review is for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 11, Episode 3. So if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Let's just get right into what happened in this episode. So Sierra and Rennie end up going to Kendra's bridal shower, and Sierra is feeling extremely uncomfortable being there because she was at the dinner where everybody was talking about Mita and Jock being together at the same time that he was in a relationship with Kendra. And so I can understand why Sierra would be uncomfortable being there, especially because she was asked to be in the wedding. Now, she was having conflicting thoughts on whether or not she should tell Kendra what she heard, but she decided not to because she didn't want to ruin Kendra's night. Now, listen, I don't feel like Sierra should have been the person to tell Kendra this information anyway. Number one, she doesn't know if Mita is telling the truth. And number two, even if Mita is telling the truth, if Sierra goes and says this to Kendra, she doesn't know that it's going to backfire on her. She doesn't know if Kendra's actually going to get mad at her, and then she's stuck in this drama that really doesn't have anything to do with her. So I think it was good that she didn't say anything to Kendra. Listen, Kendra's going to end up finding out about this situation with Jock and Mita at some point because, you know, the drama is continuing to circulate and everybody in the group knows about it except for her. During this episode, Sierra opened up about her mom's alcohol problem. Her mom drinks pretty much every day and a lot of alcohol, and she has health issues because of that. And her and her sisters are extremely worried about their mom, and they tried to get her to stop drinking in this episode. They said that they were going to stick together in the house for a week and try to make sure that her mom is the healthiest as possible. And her mom doesn't seem like she wants to stop drinking, and if she does want to stop drinking, her addiction to it is just too strong. I know firsthand what it's like to deal with somebody who is addicted to alcohol, somebody really close within my family, and it's really hard to get them to stop. And when you try to get them to stop, sometimes they get mad at you. Now, Sierra's mom didn't get mad at her in this episode when they did this little intervention, but I hope that she's able to come out of it because it's really hard to break that type of habit once you have it. Safari ends up showing up to Erika's house claiming that he came there to visit his children, but obviously his daughter was sleeping. It was really late, and then the baby was the only one awake with Erika trying to put him to sleep, and he's sitting over there trying to play with the baby while she's trying to put him to bed. And that kind of got on my nerves a little bit because it's like, if you're going to keep the baby up, are you going to stay to put him to sleep, or are you going to leave and leave Erika to have to stay up all night trying to get the baby to sleep? So that kind of annoyed me a little bit. And then he starts talking about how Jock wants the two of them to show up to the wedding together. And if I was Erika, I would have told him no. I don't care whose wedding it is. If me and this man are not getting along, we're in the process of getting a divorce. He said all these horrible things about me on social media. Why the hell would I want to show up to a wedding with him as if we're this family that we're not? And she did kind of say that, but then she agreed to go with him because of the fact that it was Jock's wedding and it was what he wanted. I just don't like how everybody in the group kind of tries to push them two together. It's like, let them separate. Like, stop trying to get them to stay together. Then she was telling him, like, look, I'm ready to move forward with the divorce. What's taking so long? And he's prolonging it because he wants to have some type of control over her life. Because it's clear that he doesn't want to be with her. If he wanted to be with Erika, he would have did right by his marriage, and he didn't. So I just feel like the reason why he's making the divorce take longer than what it needs to is because he still wants to have some type of control over her. And she did put him in his place when it came to that situation, but I just don't like that he feels like it's okay for him to just walk into that house and act like this is his family and he's going to take control. It's like, no, you don't care about your family. Otherwise, you would have been there instead of running around sleeping with everybody. So I just didn't like that. And then he told her that she's never going to find a man with meat as big as his. And that just disgusted me because it's like, who cares about the size of your penis? Like, what is that going to do? If you're not a good man, what good is your penis to me? Like, if everybody's, you know, getting a taste of it, why do I care? Like, what good does it do me if everybody else has tried it too? So it was just disgusting that he said that shit. And I just don't like how he feels like it's okay for him to just walk into a room and say some shit like that. Like, he just gets on my nerves every time I see a scene with him in it. Then Erika goes to another toxic man that she had a relationship with, which was Rich. I mean, Erika is toxic too. She's not innocent by any stretch of the word, but at the same time, it's like, why do you keep having these men in your life who have done you dirty and you keep trying to be connected to them somehow? But her and Rich made up, so I think it's cool if they decide to continue to be friends. I just don't think that they should ever make it anything more than friends, because we saw how, dramatic that was when the two of them were together. But he did give her some advice when it came to her marriage, and basically he told her that if Safari has shown her who he was, that she needs to believe him, and that's absolutely true. But I don't think that Erika needed to be told that. I think she already knows that Safari is full of shit. Now, Rich is messy because he told Erika that they should go to Jock's wedding together, but Erika declined because she already told Safari that she would go with him to the wedding. I don't think Erika should be dealing with either one of those men, to be honest with you. Kendra seems so stressed out, and it's just days before their wedding. Not only is her dress not done yet, but Jock decided to go on tour the week of their wedding, and now she's scared that he's not going to get back on time to get married. And then I just feel like there's so much drama surrounding this wedding. Like, not only does she have the drama surrounding her dress, planning the wedding, and making sure that Jock shows up on time, but she also has the drama that she doesn't even know about, with everybody talking shit about her marriage that hasn't even begun yet, because supposedly Jock is out here cheating with everybody, and she's just like the big joke in the group because everybody knows about the bullshit. Everybody's been laughing and talking about it, but she's the only person who doesn't know what's going on. So I just felt really bad for Kendra watching this episode, and I feel like she deserves a lot better. Although she does love Jock and she wants to marry him, I think that she could have done better than him. But hopefully he does end up doing right by her, and hopefully the rumors are not true. Although I do believe the rumors, because I do think that, he probably is stepping out, because he has a track record of being that way. And I'm not saying that people don't change, but I have a hard time believing that he has. But hopefully he has. I just feel bad for Kendra. It kind of makes you wonder, like, am I making the right decision of marrying this man when everything's going wrong just days before the wedding? Rennie starts breaking down to her brother about her mom, because their mom got into a really bad car accident, and I think they said that she was in critical condition in the hospital. I'm not sure though, so don't quote me on that, but she was wondering if she had shown her mom enough love while her mom was okay, because she never wants her mom to feel like she wasn't loved enough. And I just felt bad for her that that's something that she has to think about. And I feel like anybody who has lost a parent probably thinks about that. I know that I have cousins who just recently lost their mom, and I feel like a lot of them have felt that way as well. So I definitely feel for Rennie when it comes to this particular situation, because she has had a really up and down relationship with her mom throughout the years. But that doesn't mean that, she wants anything to happen to her mother, and she doesn't want to leave things on bad terms. Spice feels so uncomfortable going to this wedding, because she feels like she's right dead smack in the center of all the drama, because Mita is her friend, and as soon as Mita found out that Jock was getting married to Kendra, that's when she comes out and starts spilling all this information out. And so she feels really uncomfortable with going. And then Carly ends up calling Spice's phone as Spice is getting ready for the wedding, and she's getting dressed, and they're like, I hope you're not going to the wedding, because it's really disrespectful for Carly to show up to Jock and Kendra's wedding, especially after all the shit she's talked about their marriage or their relationship. And also, she showed up to Jock's bachelor party, so I just don't feel like, Carly should be there, and I think that it's distasteful for her to even joke about coming. She did say that somebody invited her as their plus one, but I don't think that she should accept that invitation at all, because she wasn't directly invited by Kendra or Jock. So I just don't even think that it's funny that Carly is doing things like that. I just feel like she's being extremely messy. Even in the previous episode when she was talking to Cena about Jock cheating on Kendra, it seemed like she was making it more of a joke and kind of trying to call Kendra stupid. And I just feel like they have a lack of respect for Kendra. And I mean, listen, that's Jock's fault that all these women feel like they can talk trash about his wife, because if he's not out here showing any respect for her, they don't see any reason to. So I just didn't like that Carly was joking about coming to the wedding. I just thought it wasn't right. Kendra could not catch a break. Even minutes before she had to walk down the aisle, it was stressful. She started breaking down crying because the guy who made her dress was taking too long to show up to the venue. And so she felt like maybe her dress wouldn't be there on time. But he did end up showing up and she was able to take a sigh of relief. Now, Jock's twins looked absolutely adorable being the flower girls. And I think that it was great that Cena decided to put her differences with Jock and Kendra aside to let the girls be a part of the wedding because they looked absolutely adorable. Kendra looked great walking down the aisle. Her dress was beautiful. Her makeup looked great. Her hair looked great. But I was hollering when I saw Spice praying because she was waiting for Carly or somebody to jump up and say that I don't think the two of them should get married. So I thought that that was funny. I'm glad that nobody did that. But there was some guy who jumped up out of his seat and started talking. And I was confused as to what was going on. But maybe that was part of the plan or something. I don't know. It was really weird. But that was the end of this episode. I'm interested to see what happens in next week's episode because supposedly there's rumors going around that Jock is expecting a child by somebody else. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode down in the comment section. I enjoy reading you guys' thoughts on these crazy episodes. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. Thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed to my channel. I appreciate you all. And until next time, I will talk to you guys in my next video.